Everyone, Fitzy64 here. I've never really made any videos like this before, so bear with me as I try this out. As many of you may have seen, I just made I made an American Dad speedrun video, which I posted on this channel. Didn't think much of it and just made on a whim. I posted it on YouTube, and while I did well for the first few days, getting like 200 views or so, I didn't think much of it. However, 5 days after posting it, I got a Snapchat from one of my friends saying that I was in the video. And I thought, oh cool, someone compiled some American Dad stuff, some speedruns, to write off the meme, and they used my video, and I was like, wow, okay. And that was until I saw what video it was. The video was made by the YouTube user Coleman Chu, and it was his sequel to his American Dad speedrunning video. It was his TAS compilation of what the history of speedrunning the American Dad, but it was the TAS version, and his original video at that point had about 800,000 views. It has over 1 million now, and started freaking out. But yeah, the video that I was featured on is the history of American Dad TAS speedrunning, and here's the segment that I'm featured
in which turn will cull the rest of the environment in, ending our run. This run was considered to be the gold standard, until one day later, it was broken by Fitzy64.
Good morning.
Good morning, USA!
Fitzy64 found a new exploit within the code of the game. By inputting these combinations into the game, you could increase Stan's speed. As the game has a cartoony art style, when characters move faster, their voices would increase. When Stan moves fast enough, his model glitches out, as the game is trying to produce an afterimage of Stan, emphasizing his speed, as well as his voice increase. This has been dubbed the music skip. After gaining speed from the slippers, which are actually part of the floor mesh of the environment, as the bedroom area and the majority of the intro is considered a unplayable environment, as it is ran like a QTE cutscene, Stan will rocket backwards, directly towards the flagpole. As the game has no idea what it's supposed to do, it will run the ending sequence, finishing this run. Unfortunately, this is being ran through a corrupted BIOS on the GameCube. And while this could be done through an emulator, it cannot be done on original hardware. The next speedrun, which broke the record of Fitzy, is from YouTuber Zayo, putting the record at an astounding 8.05 seconds.
By the time that I had seen Coleman Chu's video, it already had 25,000 views, almost 15 times the views that my most viewed video on YouTube had at the time. I think I had about, 1.7k. I instantly felt that dopamine rush one would expect by realizing that they might just get a small taste of fame, and I spent an hour freaking out instead of studying for my linear algebra final. In the following days, about half a dozen of my friends DM me on Instagram. They were freaking out just about as much as I did about me featured in a video that showed up on their YouTube recommended. Coleman Chu's video was viewed 250,000 times, and now I'm sure it's about 500,000. And I realized that I literally couldn't visualize how many people I've indirectly affected, even barely, with my content. My video that I personally posted continued getting views. At the time you rank the script, I think it has 2.7 thousand views. I'm not sure. I'll probably put it on screen. About a week before this craziness, I was on my bed, scrolling through YouTube, and I came across a video titled "The History of American Dad Speedrunning." And watching the video, an idea was created inside my head. I thought, it'd be funny if I made one of these. With just that thought, I headed over to my computer, booted up my copy of Sony Vegas, and went to work. After about 30 to 45 minutes of working on the video, an hour tops, polishing it and exporting it to my phone, I uploaded it on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter to show my friends and leave up for the public to see. I made the video that caused me to get a taste of fame on a whim, but I put the effort in to make something new and put it out there. All it takes is one special view of your content and you can get somewhere. I know it seems like I'm making a huge deal out of getting lucky over a shitpost, but it's really made me rethink how I should approach content that I make. If you put in the effort and you put your work out there for people to see, more people will see your work than if you just leave all your stuff on the workbench to gather dust for the rest of the time. I can think of probably half a dozen ideas or concepts of shit posts that I've thought about making that I just said, I've got too much other stuff to do, even though half the time I'm just sitting on my bed, sleeping, when I should be doing work. And if I did, with better time management skills, then I'd have a lot more time than I do now. But yeah, I think of all the people that I could have made laugh, all the people that I could have inspired to do and make dumb stuff that they're equally inspired to do. As I once heard someone say, don't leave anything up to chance. I hope I haven't rambled too much or too long, but I'd like to thank you for watching and listening, and remember, don't leave anything up to chance. Yeah.